What up guys, Miguel here from Yugatech, and in this video, we're going through a list of the hottest smartphones that landed in the Philippines during the first quarter of 2024, all priced between 6,000 to 8,000 pesos. Let's dive in. First on this list is the Realme Note 50, the brand's first ever global release. At the front, it sports a 6.74-inch HD Plus LCD panel with a smooth 90Hz refresh rate. Up top is a dewdrop cutout housing a 5-megapixel selfie camera. It runs on a decent chipset, the Unisoc T612, configured with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage, expandable via microSD card up to 2TB. At the rear, we get a dual camera setup with a 13-megapixel main shooter alongside a monochrome lens. And powering the phone is a 5,000 mAh unit paired with 10-watt wired charging. You can also expect it to withstand some splashes of water and dust thanks to its IP54 rating. You can snag a Realme Note 50 today for only 3,999 pesos. Links in the description box below. Next is the Vivo Y17s. While it debuted in October last year, it was only launched in the Philippines this February 2024. It packs a 6.56-inch IPS LCD capped at a 60Hz refresh rate, a water drop notch housing an 8-megapixel selfie camera, and is powered by a MediaTek Helio G85 chipset. For config, it has 6GB of RAM and 128GB of onboard storage, which is also expandable via microSD. It also sports a dual camera system headlined by a 50-megapixel main shooter and 2-megapixel depth sensor. Battery-wise, it packs the usual 5,000 mAh capacity with a 15-watt charging rate. The Vivo Y17s is currently priced at 5,129 pesos. Now, we have the TECNO Spark 20C, reintroduced locally with a bigger storage option that is surely wallet-friendly. For reference, its 256GB trim currently sells for only 5,199 pesos via Shopee. It comes with 4GB of RAM with up to 8GB of extended memory, as well as a microSD slot for up to a 1TB storage expansion. It sports a 6.6-inch HD Plus IPS LCD display that gets a 90Hz refresh rate, and is equipped with a MediaTek Helio G36 chipset. As for cameras, it packs a 50-megapixel main lens along with an AI lens or sensor. Storing power is the usual 5,000 mAh battery with quick charging support rated for 18 watts. Fourth on this list is the new ZTE Blade V50 Vita. Quite a mouthful, but this phone has the largest display out of the bunch, a 6.75-inch IPS LCD panel at 90Hz. Under the hood is a Unisoc T606 chipset configured with 4GB of RAM and 256GB of expandable storage. There's also a 50-megapixel main shooter at the rear accompanied by a macro and depth sensor, both featuring a 2-megapixel count. The ZTE Blade V50 Vita will set prospecting buyers back 5,499 pesos. Coming in at 7,899 pesos, the Redmi Note 13 4G surely punches heavier above its weight class. The phone boasts a 6.67-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with up to a 120Hz refresh rate and is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3. It features a Snapdragon 685 chipset inside and comes with a minimum of 6GB of RAM and 128GB of expandable storage. At the rear, users can find a whopping 108-megapixel main camera alongside an 8-megapixel ultrawide and a 2-megapixel macro lens. Powered by a 5,000 mAh battery paired with fast 33-watt wired charging. Saving the best for last, we have the Cherry AQUA S11 Pro. For what it's worth, this new release from Cherry Mobile, now simply known as Cherry, is another solid pick with a bunch of good specs. It gets an AMOLED display measuring 6.7 inches at a Full HD Plus resolution and gets a refresh rate of 120Hz. The brains behind the operation of this phone is a MediaTek Helio G99 chipset boasting 8GB of RAM and 256GB of expandable storage. For cameras, it features a 64-megapixel main shooter paired with 2 other sensors. Cherry hasn't revealed what exactly these 2 sensors are aside from calling them AI lenses. Battery-wise, it has a 5,000 mAh unit that features 33-watt fast charging. The Cherry AQUA S11 Pro is available for just 7,999 pesos. So, that wraps up this list. Which phone do you think is the best pick out of the bunch? Let us know in the comments section below. But if you found this video enjoyable or informative, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. Be sure to visit yukatech.com and follow us on our social media platforms, that is Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok, for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been Miguel, and I will see you in the next one.